Let's get right into it. Number 7. Why your brain still hates night lights off. You're in your warm, modern bedroom, safe and secure. Yet the moment the lights flick off, there's that faint edge of unease. Your pulse picks up a little. Deep down, you know nothing's wrong. But this isn't just you being irrational. It's your ancient brain doing its job. For most of human history, people didn't have locked doors, alarm systems, or cozy houses. They slept out in the open, always at risk from creatures that preferred to hunt at night. The ones who grew uneasy in the dark and stayed cautious survived long enough to have children. The ones who didn't, well, they didn't leave many descendants behind. That wiring still lives in you today. When everything goes dark, your mind starts filling in the gaps. That jacket draped over the chair? Obviously a lurking figure. That strange outline in the corner? Must be something dangerous. Your brain is still operating like it's protecting you in the wild. It's like running ancient security software that flags threats that aren't even real. Studies show our minds tend to complete partial shapes when visibility is low, often twisting them into signs of danger. See something unclear, and your brain says watch out. Even infants react this way, before they've ever seen a predator. The instinct is carved into our biology, passed down from generations of ancestors who jumped at shadows and lived to tell the tale. Number 6. The sweet tooth that's actively sabotaging you. Picture yourself as an early human wandering the wild and stumbling on a bush full of ripe berries. Instantly, your brain fires off excitement signals. You grab handful after handful and eat as many as you can. Back in those days, that reaction was a survival hack. Sweet foods were rare, but they carried a huge energy boost that kept people alive. Jump ahead to the present, and that very same brain still insists you chase sweetness wherever you see it. Only now, instead of climbing trees for fruit, you're walking through supermarket aisles lined with cookies, candy, and soda. The brain is still wired for scarcity, but the world has flipped into endless supply. Your ancestors might have been lucky to taste one sweet fruit every few days. Today, it's possible for someone to take in the sugar equal to dozens of pieces of fruit in just one meal. The body simply isn't equipped to process that flood of sweetness. Each time you taste something loaded with sugar, your brain rewards you with a surge of feel-good chemicals. It's basically your ancient instincts cheering you on. Great work, we won't go hungry tonight. The problem is, those same chemicals push you into a cycle where cravings feed on themselves. The more sugar you take in, the more your body wants. That ancient survival system has turned into a modern sugar radar, always scanning for the next hit. Humans today are the first in history to live with limitless sugar at their fingertips. Our biology was designed for the sugar in a single piece of fruit, not the overload packed into energy drinks and desserts. It's like plugging a race car engine into a wooden wagon. Sooner or later, something's going to break. What makes it tougher is that this instinct can override logic. You can know every fact about nutrition, yet still reach for the cookie box. In those moments, your inner caveman is outsmarting your modern self and undoing all your health plans. Number 5. Your brain's addiction to other people's drama. Think about life in a small tribe thousands of years ago. Every piece of chatter could be a matter of survival. That whispered story about the leader's new partner, it might keep you from making a costly mistake. That bit of talk about two clans feuding, knowing it could save you from stepping into danger. Our minds were built to hunger for this kind of social news because it kept us alive. The problem is, those same ancient brains are now operating in the age of smartphones and social media. Back then, you might only hear a handful of stories from the few dozen people around you. Today, you're bombarded with millions of stories from strangers across the globe. And your brain still treats it all like critical survival intel. That's why you get hooked on endless feeds and heated comment sections. Each time you stumble across someone's online meltdown, your brain rewards you with a burst of dopamine. It's like your mind cheering, yes, this matters, don't look away. But here's the twist. None of it has anything to do with whether you live or die. Your brain doesn't realize that, though. It's like having an oversensitive alarm system that screams every time someone lights a candle 2 blocks away. And the platforms know exactly how this works. They serve up a never-ending buffet of drama, engineered to keep your Stone Age instincts glued to the screen. Number 4. Why you secretly hate close talkers and crowded lifts. You're riding in an elevator, minding your own business. Suddenly, someone steps so close you'd think they're trying to fuse atoms with you. Your brain instantly sounds the alarm. It feels like they're attempting to scan your forehead like a barcode. And no, this isn't you just being awkward. It's your prehistoric brain kicking up a fuss. Long ago, if someone got that close, it usually meant trouble. They were about to snatch your hard-earned mammoth steak or give you a whack with a club. That's how humans ended up with a built-in personal bubble. An invisible shield that basically says, hands off, this meal is mine. Fast forward to now, where the most dangerous thing in an elevator is someone's leftover garlic breath. But your brain hasn't updated the software, so when a stranger invades that little bubble of space, your mind acts like your fortress has been breached. You feel on guard, and that's when the elevator shuffle begins. You know it. The subtle lean away from the intruder without actually pressing against the wall, or the sudden fascination with the floor numbers lighting up. Anything to avoid the awkward closeness. What's funny is, not every culture even has this invisible boundary. In some parts of the world, standing close is just a sign of friendliness. But in many Western societies, personal space is treated like it's a luxury item. The most valuable thing in that elevator isn't the view, it's the air gap between people. Researchers even have a name for this, the intimacy equilibrium theory. Your brain is still running old Stone Age coding on modern hardware. So the next time someone in an elevator gets close enough to count your freckles, remember, it's not you being unfriendly, it's your inner caveman guarding his prehistoric dinner. Number 3. Why creepy crawlies still secretly run your life. Picture yourself scrolling through your phone when, out of nowhere, a tiny spider crawls across the screen. Before your brain has even fully registered it, your pulse spikes. You might even launch your expensive phone across the room like it's on fire. Here's the funny part, that little spider probably couldn't hurt you even if it wanted to. Yet your body reacts like a lion just walked into your living room. For our cave-dwelling ancestors, though, spotting dangerous creatures quickly was a survival skill that literally kept them alive. Researchers discovered that even infants just a few months old respond differently when shown images of spiders or snakes. Their pupils widen, their heart rate jumps, and they focus harder. It's as if we're all born with an internal alarm system tuned to creepy crawly mode. What's interesting is that babies will happily play with toy spiders or snakes. The real fear only develops after they see adults reacting with panic. So while our brains are wired to detect these animals fast, the over-the-top fear response gets amplified by social learning. Think about it. How often do you see someone handle a spider calmly? Usually it's total chaos, shouts, shoes flying, and the classic burn it with fire response. And none of it makes sense anymore. In reality, you're more at risk of spraining your ankle tripping over furniture than you are from a spider bite. But try convincing your ancient brain of that when you notice one hanging over your bed at 2 in the morning. Your survival instincts don't care about logic, they just slam the panic button. Number 2. The awkward puddle your nerves make before a speech. Imagine you're about to speak in front of a crowd, and suddenly your body acts like it's gearing up for the Olympics. Your hands turn into fountains, dripping like leaky pipes. The only threat in sight is Linda from HR, but your body doesn't seem to know that. Thousands of years ago, this reaction made perfect sense. Stress usually meant one thing: time to run for your life. Breaking into a sweat helped early humans stay cool while sprinting away from predators. Fast forward to today, and your biology still hasn't figured out that a slideshow isn't exactly a death sentence. So there you are, standing in front of your coworkers, and your body's preparing for an escape that never comes. It's like having a smoke alarm that goes off every time you make toast. Scientists say this is all thanks to the sympathetic nervous system, basically your body's internal drama machine. The moment you step up to the stage, it yells, "Emergency! Sweat now!" And here's the kicker. The more you stress about sweating, the worse it gets. Some people could practically fill a shot glass before they finish their opening line. Your body still thinks it's protecting you from a saber-toothed cat. It just hasn't updated its software to recognize that PowerPoint slides aren't predators. Number 1. Why you own 50 identical black t-shirts. Picture yourself as a caveman who just stitched together the perfect mammoth hide outfit. Naturally, you make extras because who knows when you'll find another one like it. Jump ahead to modern life, and we're still pulling the same move, just with black t-shirts. Your Stone Age brain spots the perfect shirt and immediately goes, yes, this is the one. This will keep us safe, respected, and ready for anything. So you grab 5 of them, like you're gearing up for the great t-shirt famine. It's the exact same instinct that once pushed our ancestors to stockpile spears or gather every berry in sight. Back then, if something worked, you grabbed as much as possible because the next opportunity was uncertain. Sure, logically we know today that the store won't suddenly run out of plain black tees, but your inner caveman didn't get that memo. That primitive wiring still screams, get it now before it's gone, which is why you buy duplicates every time there's a sale, then forget you did it, then do it again the next month, until eventually your wardrobe looks like it belongs to a ninja training camp. The irony? We usually end up wearing the same 2 or 3 favorites on repeat. The rest just hang there like backup blankets in fabric form. It's basically your brain's way of chanting, better safe than sorry. Even if, in reality, all it really means is you're out of closet space. That's it for this round. I'll be making more videos in this style soon. Stick around for the next one.